to identify one face with Pakistan who is recognizable, almost omnipresent, and represents all things that the progressive Pakistan offers today. Well, who would you pick? Hands down, my vote would go to the petite beauty, Mahreen Raheel. There is nothing that Mehru, as her friends affectionately call her, hasn't done. From endorsing high-end products to gracing magazine covers, from modeling clothes and jewelry to changing her entire look for various acting roles, and from representing Pakistan internationally to hosting TV shows as well. Now add to it her recent foray into Bollywood and you've got the impossible, a mega talented persona who is the epitome of true star power. Please welcome Mahreen Raheel. Hello.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm very well.
Looking fresh as usual, Mahreen. How do you do it?
But it's lots of makeup in the morning and just sort of, you know, good night's sleep. That's all.
Great. Lovely to have you here. Mehru, you know, I was looking at all that you've done, and obviously I could not do justice by, you know, telling all the people, but they see you all the time. What do you consider yourself as? An actor, a model, a brand ambassador?
Well, I consider myself as an all-rounder because the thing is, I haven't excelled right now at anything in particular, but I want to give it my best shot and I want to keep experimenting. And I feel that, okay, I'm more on the side of being an actor than anything else, you can say.
Obviously, I mean, you have that in your blood. You get it from your mother.
From my mother, of course.
Lovely. So is that the field that you see yourself going far into?
Yes, because the thing is that it doesn't limit you, you see. I mean, as an actor, you know, you can play any character you want. It doesn't have to do, you don't have to be young throughout. And the thing is, it allows you to experiment and learn as you go along, which is fabulous.
But the fact that obviously you do lots of roles, in some roles, some of the roles that you do are not as glamorous as people expect you to be because they see you endorsing stuff, modeling as well. Does it make it easier on you to just let it go and, you know, be in your skin where you don't have to...
Sometimes it gets very difficult because I get stuck. You know, as a character, something for the time period I get stuck. But it's very interesting also because when I'm playing something which is completely opposite me, makes me realize what I'm all about and what actually I can do. I'd much rather have a challenge than do something which is monotonous and, you know, everyday run-of-the-mill kind of stuff.
That's right. How was Virsa for you? Because it has been all the rage a couple of months back. How was that experience?
It was a fantastic experience because, you know, to work across the border with people who are technically very sound and then obviously filming abroad and you know, the big screen, it is just amazing. For the first time when I saw myself, I was like, is this me?
Yeah. And imagine, I mean, this is Mehru saying that, who obviously sees herself on billboards.
Yes, but that's something very different. And the whole, you know, the whole concept of movie and acting and being there and, you know, this image that you sort of get after, you know, with doing a film and stuff, it's just, I don't have words to explain myself.
Okay, I always ask a lot of people who have worked in Indian projects as well and here in Pakistan, I want to know the major difference. I mean, I understand that that was a film, you do TV.
You see, the thing is that Pakistan is a very small market. India is a huge market. And for you to actually go and, you know, make yourself known or stand out or actually work with those people who are technically far ahead than we are, it is just an experience and a half. And I can say that, you know, I've just maybe done the tip of the iceberg kind of a thing or whatever you may call it. And for me, this was such a big eye-opening thing. And it made me realize that there's so much to the world, to the profession that I have given myself to. And there's so much I can give. And, you know, the repercussions and the things basically that follow are just absolutely phenomenal.
Lovely. So any more Indian movies for you?
Well, I'm not allowed to say anything, but maybe.
Oh, lovely.
Well, the thing is, I have been offered a couple of movies and projects, but I cannot talk about them right now as we're just having some discussions and stuff.
Pero that's the thing nobody does. Please do give us some news, anything else coming up.
Okay, I'll be very honest with you because, you know, if something doesn't fall through because of some financial or some issues or the other, then it looks like a big joke.
I know, so and everybody then talks about it as if somebody was boasting all the time.
Absolutely.
You're right.
Like Virsa, when it was happening, you know, I was a little quiet about it because I wanted it to sort of just hit the market. And when it was about to be released, Jawad Ahmed and myself went for the, you know, we talked about it with all the channels and stuff and everything, which was fantastic because it was just going to be right there.
That's
Had we
right.
done that earlier, or do saal se waise hi it was basically being delayed, it would have just been like, okay, fine, she's done a film, where is it?
That's
She's been
right.
talking about it for 2 years.
Yeah.
So
Okay, cool. This is interesting. Okay, you've done that one film. Any chance of, and I know, I almost know what your answer would be, but any chance of doing a Pakistani film?
yes, I would do a Pakistani film.
Okay.
Why not?
Cool.
It has to be something that I like, I enjoy. I mean, I'm not restricting myself to the
Yeah, what are the
canvas and
chances of
whatever.
getting a good Pakistani film?
There are
offer?
a lot of chances, because the thing is that there are people who are coming up with phenomenal stuff, and it's very easy for us to say that if the film is nice, if the film is not nice, but the thing is the blood, sweat and tears that are behind it, nobody knows about that. I've seen how people work, how actors work, and it could be, I mean, the thing is that you scheduled a whole day, it starts pouring, what do you do in that? You still have to go, the show must go on. So I feel that whatever you do as far as the film or the media, anything is concerned, if it's an effort towards positivity, it's commendable, because it takes a lot of energy and takes a lot out of one's personality.
I love your passion, Mehru.
Thank you.
I am so glad that you are ready to take up that challenge, because I'm sure it would be a challenge, working in a good Pakistani movie.
Absolutely.
So lovely. So we are hoping to see her on Pakistani. Obviously, we saw her on the big screen as well. That was in Pakistan, but definitely in a Pakistani venture. That would be good. Music videos, how different of a concept is that from movies and TV series? We'll go to TV series as well, but tell me about music videos.
Music videos, the thing is that film is obviously, it takes, first you film it, then you dub it, then you sort of edit it and all that. Music videos, because the thing is that it's not like on a huge scale, but some music videos can be on that scale or something like that. One of my videos, my all-time favorite video is Malal that we did, and Tariq Amin did the styling. He's a dear friend also, and that is one thing that I truly take pride in, because it was done with the simplest of details, you can say that. It was really greatly paid attention to. I remember he took me to the dentist, I got my fake teeth put in.
Wow.
And it was just, the whole
there
thing
is
was
some
shot
attention
at
to
night.
detail.
It was, but the whole idea and the whole thing, how we shot it, was just, it was like a filmy, you can say a film experience for me, because for me to look like that and to be in that character for 3 days roaming around with fangs was
Mehru, how does it make you feel? Because I'll be very honest, obviously when you are on TV or in front of the public, when the world is going to view you, you want to look your best. How do you feel in a role where you have to put those fangs in, and obviously you are going to look something very different from what you are?
Bring it on.
Lovely, nice.
I love my work. That is why I take pride in it, and I'm very, very fond of being here where I am, because the thing is, every day it's a learning experience. And from teeth to bad hair to skirts to whatever you may call it, experimental stuff, I'm up for anything.
How cool is that? Lovely, very nice. How much have you learned from your mother?
I've learned a lot, and I'm still learning. There is no stop to that, because that woman is, you can say, is just
Mahreen Raheel is a phenomenon. She's an icon. She's an institution.
She is an institution,
I mean, the fact,
no doubt.
Don't you ever feel that you will always, forever be compared to her?
Well, she's my mentor, and if people compare me to her, I feel honored, because she is, for me, she is the epitome of everything. So I feel that somebody is comparing me to her, or is saying she's Simi's daughter and she's like this, I take great joy and pride in that.
You don't feel that pressure that you have to come up to that expectation?
Not at all, not at all. The thing is that my mother is an individual, and so am I. And for me to learn what she has experienced over the years is just an education. But I want to be myself, because I believe that every human being is an individual, and they should take on colors of other people, good colors, but they shouldn't lose themselves.
That's right. But and you can blast me off for asking you this, and I'm sure that you have been asked this many times. Does it make it easier for a person who comes from that background to make it big in this field? Because, I mean, were the doors open for you automatically because you were Simi Raheel?
Not at all, not at all. The thing is that my mother and I basically make this pact. I told her that I do not want her to help me in anything.
Why would it?
Because I didn't want to use her contacts. For me, it was, like I told you, I like challenges being thrown at me. So I wanted to prove my own self to me. Had she spoon-fed me, I would have not sort of respected where I am today. It would have been just an easy climb, and people wouldn't have either. They would have been like, you know, she's Simi's daughter, she's Simi's daughter, she's Simi's daughter. Mahreen
And you
Raheel
have to
would
give
have
her
been
that
lost.
kind of respect because she is her daughter, not because she's a person.
Exactly.
In her
So
own life.
I want to be who I am today. Who I am is because I really worked hard at it. And yes, it has a lot to do with my mother. But then again, I, you know, sort of preferred that I would make it on my own.
Okay, when somebody sees you, you know, I mean, obviously, as I introduced you, you are really the face of Pakistan right now. We see you everywhere, and especially in those telecommunication ads as well, which are hilarious at times. They are really funny, and I don't know how you keep a straight face while you're doing that. But people's expectations from you, do you feel that you have to always keep them up, and you have to present the best as well? And also, you know, the persona that you give out, it's as if you have never seen a hard, you know, work day in your life, because you are all there, glamorous, and
first of
have it all.
The thing is that I, as a person, have great civic responsibilities. I've been put on this platform to do something right. I'm just not there to look glamorous and beautiful. And the thing is, who I am today is because of the people of Pakistan. And they've really appreciated my work, and I really am grateful to them.
Were there any tough times?
There have been tough times, you know. Obviously, when you start off from, you know, grassroots kind of thing, from scratch, and people don't know who you're all about. What you're all about. So there are problems. But then again, later, you know, you have to prove yourself constantly, and when you do, through your work and honesty and passion, that's when they start respecting you. And today where I am, like you said, I'm representing Pakistan. That's a huge, huge thing for me. Yeah. Because for me, I'm very patriotic, and for me, my country means everything to me. And at this time especially, you know, if I can be of any help, and if I can do anything to help Pakistan be a little stable, I would go out of my way to do it, because I am here because of my country, like I said.
That's right. Okay, and when I say that Mehru has been representing Pakistan, I just don't mean, you know, inside sitting here in Pakistan, but also going abroad and being the face of Pakistan, like you are the Red Bull ambassador. Yes. And you were in Abu Dhabi recently for that Red Bull Air race, was it?
It was.
How was that? I've seen your pictures, and it looks awesome.
It was actually the most mind-blowing experience I can actually sort of state right now. Because when I got a call for it, I was like, me? Aeroplanes? I had no idea what it was going to be. So I Googled everything, I read up, and I was like, all right. And then I got a call saying that you have to be in the plane because we want the footage and stuff. I was like, oh, okay, heights. And believe me, I have this horrible height phobia.
No.
And escalators, I use the staircases. Anywhere in the world, there are escalators. I will never use them staircases.
Meru, you stay in hotels which are like,
yeah, so I would much rather, you know, and every time I'm in a lift or something, trust me, I'm going, breathing in and out. Anyway, coming back to Red Bull Air Race, so I get a call. I'm like, okay. So I started running, and I was like, okay, getting my, you know, heart rate, normally, whatever, that technically whatever sound. Then here we are in Abu Dhabi, and I'm sort of meeting the pilot, and he sort of I go through this medical checkup and stuff, and here I am in the aircraft, and he starts doing aero acrobats or whatever you may call, and I just couldn't breathe. But it was one of the most exhilarating experiences of my life, because we made this huge heart in the sky. And then Sergio was my pilot, and I was sitting in front, he was sitting at the back, and he kept asking me, how are we doing, how are we doing? And I was like,
did you throw up or anything? Because
nothing,
I can imagine
nothing. I came down
maneuvers and all.
No, I came down and I was like, Pakistan Zindabad.
Lovely.
So nothing, I mean,
because
the thing is,
I saw the pictures, and I wish we had some pictures to show you here, but you looked fresh and you looked determined and energetic. It was a very interesting sight to see you like that.
Because the thing is that, you know, I mean, okay.
And I loved that uniform on you, by the way. You looked really nice.
Thank you. It was my Top Gun moment. You can say that. You know, I seriously
looked like it. You were in the role.
Yes, I felt like I was, you know, a prettier version of Tom Cruise.
Why not? Absolutely,
but
you were.
It was pretty cool.
Okay, one thing I have to share with the viewers, Mehru, about you. It's a little private, but I have to share that Mehru is the most domesticated star that I have ever come across. I mean, she is a great cook.
Are you calling me Masi?
Not at all, but in your home, every woman is a Masi, and even a beautiful star like Mehru could be a Masi at her place as well. She's a great cook. You go to her place, and the way she entertains you, she is a great hostess, and that was quite an, eye-opener for me, because we see you in a different role, and when we meet you at your place, you are so down to earth.
Well, the thing is that I enjoy having people over, especially my friends, and the thing is that it's very nice. I love cooking, and yes, I love being a home kind of a person, because, or when I'm working, I'm out there, I'm meeting people and stuff. Once I'm at home, that's my sanctuary. It gives me, time to relax, to unwind, and I enjoy doing things like reading, listening to music, cooking, gardening. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And spending time with your cats.
Yes, I have two now.
Okay, how much of the role or influence of your husband is there for you to be so grounded?
Very. In fact, you could say that a lot has to do with my parents, and then a lot has to do with my husband, because being a man in this society, it's very difficult to have such a sort of a headstrong, a very kind of a I'm actually looking for this word, I can't find it. Anyway, a woman who's always wanting
in the public eye.
Yeah, in the public eye, wanting to be challenged and stuff as far as work is concerned. He's very patient, and every time there's any problem, as far as as my work is concerned, or I'm upset or anything, he's always been the pillar of strength. And I feel that if somebody is there to support you, regardless of what you're going through or your mood swings and whatever, I feel that it makes it easier for the person to actually give their very best to whatever they're doing.
Yeah, but does he understand? And I can imagine, because obviously he doesn't have that kind of, a background or a job.
He sees me throughout, day in, day out. He sees me that I wake up in the morning, I lug all this makeup on my face, I go to work, I come back at 3 o'clock, and I look like Frankenstein. So.
Yeah, he must have seen you in a lot of avatars, I'm sure.
Yes, he has, but and hats off to him. He'd be just there smiling away.
He is actually very supportive.
Being a Pakistani man, it's not easy to see your woman or your wife, dancing around in miniskirts with a man on a big screen where thousands of people are watching. And him and his entire family was there, and they take great pride in me, and it's because of their support and love I'm able to follow my dreams.
Yeah, but Mehru, you do realize that's rare. Mashallah, and that's amazing that you have it.
I'm truly blessed. I feel I'm honored, and I'm truly blessed. And I feel that I must have done something in life to be where I am.
Well, we see a lot of good stuff that you have done. Mehru, there are so many impressionable, minds watching you right now. They watch you, your TV serials, your movie, your ads, everything. Would you recommend people join this field, young girls, maybe young boys?
Well, I would start off my message by saying carpe diem, seize the day. And the thing is that it's a very, very, very difficult time for us in Pakistan right now. There's a lot of negativity going around. Whatever you do, do it with great dignity and responsibility. And if you ever decide to join this line of work, I would say stay well-grounded and treat flattery, as I always say, like you would a perfume. Smell it, but never swallow it. And the other thing is that be humble, because the more humble you are, the more humble you are, more God will open more doors for you. And basically, that's about it. I mean, with great power, comes great responsibility.
But okay, having said all of that, which is very true, and I endorse that totally, is it easy to make it big?
Life is not easy at all. It's not a bed of roses.
It's not as glamorous as people probably see. It's a lot of hard work.
It's a lot of hard work, but then again, if you enjoy something and you take great interest and pride in it, it automatically becomes easy. Like, for example, I remember when I was a child, in the beginning, I hated going to school because of waking up early, because my school wasn't that nice. But then again, I completely sort of turned over a new leaf, because then I started making an effort. I started challenging myself by being a little ahead of the class, and by showing up there, by making new friends and stuff. So I made the environment more comfortable for me, and I had to adapt. Yes, and then the thing is, automatically I became a happier person. So it's if you're a positive person, automatically you attract positivity. And if you sulk and you're a negative person and stuff, everything will look bitter and awful to you. So
So that must have helped you in your line of work
Yes,
as well.
it
Because
has.
I'm sure that new places, every time there's a new set, a new script, a new persona that you take on,
Yes.
that must help you. You know, you have to make your environment conducive to yourself, comfortable around you.
Yes, you do. I mean, one has to. The thing is, you can't expect other people to change for you. Why would they? The thing
Yeah,
is, you
that's
have to
right.
adapt. And the thing is, if you don't like something, you don't have to act unpleasant about it. You should just keep quiet and, you know, the thing is, just be patient.
Lovely. I love Mehru's attitude towards work and life as well.
Thank you.
Mehru, it's been great. It's always great to meet you.
It's wonderful to meet you too.
Yeah,
You look
but
fabulous.
thank you, and you look like the star that
Mutual
you
fan club.
are. I hope that people, you know, picked up good vibes from you, and they know
They
exactly
better have.
that not just that, but also because you know there are people who really would like to get into this field, and my
And I
idea
would
is always
encourage
to
them.
give them good advice
Thank
at
you.
least. So through
Thank
you, I
you.
hope that we have done that. Mahreen Raheel, thank you very much
Thank
for
you
coming
so
here.
much.
We are going to take a short break, and I'll catch you on the other side. Okay. Hello, welcome back everyone. Okay, now we are sure that regular viewers must know by now that Team TMS tends to favor music over any other art form. Yeah, have you guys noticed? Yes, we admit we are biased that way. And with the 4th edition of the Coke Studio phenomenon right at the corner, it makes sense to introduce the artists who will surely be heading to stardom soon, very soon. Bilal Khan started his musical career under a tree at Lums apparently, and his first single Bachana was initially released virally on YouTube in 2010 and quickly became a mainstream sensation. Encouraged by this success, Bilal came up with some more catchy numbers and finally caught the eye of the producers at Coke Studio. Now the question is young Bilal Khan ready for what's coming up next? Let's find out. Please welcome the Justin Bieber of Pakistan, Bilal Khan. Hey, hello, good morning, how are you?
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, you know what, I've heard people say that, then I also picked this up from a website or something like that on you, so you know people are calling you that.
I can tell where you picked it up from.
Yeah, okay, cool. So do you feel like Justin Bieber?
Well, I hope musically I'm different from Justin Bieber.
Okay.
But I think when you talk about Justin Bieber and you relate that with me, I suppose it's because he became successful through the internet and YouTube.
True,
and
true.
That's sort of my success story.
And also, I guess at a very young age, you guys just...
Yeah, well, he's a lot
clicked.
younger. I mean, I might seem young, but I'm not that young.
He's not. Okay,
I'm
fine.
around-
One thing we know about Bilal is that he's ready. He's not that young.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay, great. But good timing, I must say. And how do you feel about the power of the internet, that you sing a song and it just booms?
Yeah, well, that's the thing with viral hits, you know. You can never predict what's going to happen. So, my first song, I never expected it to be this big.
Okay. Were you expecting or...
I just, like I said, you can never expect with a viral thing.
So it can either flop or it
Yeah,
can
well, it
boom.
can go either way, but I'm lucky enough that people related with the song and, you know, spread.
Has it changed you?
Yeah, it got me better clothes.
Okay, good. These are better clothes, by the way, that you see on Bilal right now. We are going to play his video, a little bit of it, so you know what we are talking about, and of course you will remember the song. So play it, please. Pick it up, people.
तन्हाई के सफर में चलना सबर से कोई ना नजर में हाँ जब ख्वाब में छोड़ जाए सोचों को निभाना पाए दिन वो याद आए ना खता हो गई सजा हो गई पुराने दिन याद आए ना दुनिया के इस शोर में सीखा है मर के होती जिंदगी क्या मैं डूब रहा बचाना मुझे बचाना बचाना। जगमगाती हुई रात ये लब पे है शिकायतें, कोई नहीं मुझको सुन रहा। वो ढलता दिन मजबूर है, मंजिल जरा दूर है, बुझ रहा उम्मीदों का चिराग। खता हो गई, सजा हो गई, पुराने दिन याद आए ना। दुनिया के इस शोर में सीखा है मर के होती जिंदगी क्या। मैं डूब रहा, बचाना मुझे बचाना। मैं डूब रहा, बचाना मुझे बचाना।
All right, what a lovely soft number, very nice. So how long did it take you to write these lyrics? What were you feeling?
Well, it was so long back that I don't exactly remember what I was feeling.
Okay.
But the song is about not being able to relate. I was at Lumps. I wrote this song when I was a student there. So it was mostly about not being able to relate with the other students there.
Okay. Why? Where
Because
did
they
you?
wanted like, good bank jobs and stuff.
Huh?
And I was more interested in the creative side.
Yeah. Okay.
Used to make comics and stuff at Lumps.
Okay.
Which you shouldn't at Lumps, by the way, because it totally ruins your grades and ruins your future.
But apparently not. Apparently not. He's here, bright future.
Yeah.
Okay, please do tell us now. We know that Coke Studio, edition 4, whatever you want to call it, starts on Sunday, and you are going to be featuring in it.
Yeah.
What happened when you got the call?
Well, it was like 2 months back, and I got a call from a Karachi number, and they said, this is the assistant producer from Coke Studio, and we're wondering if you want to be a part of our next season. For a second I thought, maybe it's my friend who's like doing a prank or something, but he sounded too smooth to be my friend.
Okay, all right. We know your friends now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the next thing I know, I'm on a plane to Karachi, and I'm there with Raheel and we're jamming on the songs, and it's the best band in Pakistan.
They have this house band, of course.
Yeah. So it was a great feeling.
So, but Bilal, how does it feel? Obviously, you are not as exposed by the number of years, maybe, or even the kind of work that you have done, to be suddenly put in the spotlight where there is Raheel Hayat sitting there. There's a house band there. You've seen the past, Coke Studios as well. There is an expectation of excellence from it. Were you daunted by it? Were you given more confidence
I think
by
I
the
was
fact?
sort of really prepared for it.
Okay.
Because, for the past seasons, I was always jamming along to the songs anyway. Like I would watch Coke Studio, sitting in my room with my guitar in my hand, and just pretend to be there. So I was sort of very comfortable once I went in there.
Okay.
Because I sort of expected to be there anyway. So it was sort of like overconfidence and cockiness.
But not intimidated by a long shot.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
And I've been playing these songs, and I was playing my own songs.
Yeah.
So I've been playing them for so long now that...
Yeah, one thing you can be sure about your own songs is that nobody can do it better than you, because it's yours.
Yeah.
So you know the
even if
feeling
you
and
suck at it.
Because it is still you. They will only compare it with you.
Yeah,
so at the end of the day, pick up your guitar, please. I can see it there, and give us like a little bit of a rendition of what we should expect on Sunday.
Okay. Well, it's a song called To Kya Hua.
Written by you?
Written by me. Sort of a heartbreak song.
Okay. it kind of goes with your image, not that your heart has to be broken or something. I'm not, God forbid, saying that, but you expect something like that from you. I don't know, people
I
will
suppose
probably
you don't
connect
expect
it.
like a Bhangra song from me.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you very much. Yeah, more of a crooner, more of a smooth music.
You know, someday I'm just gonna put on like big sunglasses and shave off my head
and say the
try
entire
to be a
thing.
Bhangra songwriter.
Okay, so that is something else. But you like Bhangra as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you dance?
Yeah.
Okay, obviously you're
On
saying you have to
Shabis.
dance.
Yeah.
Okay, give us the background of this. You wrote it yourself. Is it like from experience, heartbreak?
Well, this is the only song that I sort of is not from my life experiences.
Okay.
And I say this every time, and people say, no, this is actually from your experience, but it's not.
They must know you then.
Well, I don't think they know me. But I think it's seeing things around you and trying to relate with that. Like heartbreak is everywhere around you. So you see it in your friends. And
obviously, that is something, one thing that is good to learn from others' experiences.
See,
and
the
not have
thing
to
with
go
me
through
is
them.
when I'm writing songs, I'm just trying to relate with people. You know, I want to make the lyrics as relatable as I can.
But when you write, do you think about how you feel about them or how it will click with people?
That's a very good question, actually. When I'm writing songs, apart from this song, most of the songs are about, you know, what I felt about things. And the feeling is sort of like universal and it's sort of very relatable. So I could be feeling the same thing about, say, doing bad in my studies. And the same words, you could relate it to something else, to a heartbreak or to something.
Okay.
See?
So like a lot
the
of
feeling
meanings
is universal, but the words are such that they're placed, and that's what songwriting is all about, pop songwriting, where you try to make things as relatable as you can, but you don't try to make them sellable, you know. You try to make them as true as you can, but not.
And you hope that they will click with people.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
They
You
will
wish
sell as well.
that it would click, but you never make music for that reason.
Yeah, well, that is, a lot of people have those stars in their eyes and they want to get into the business because of the glamour of it. Because obviously then you become the star and you're singing and, you know, there is, I know, something totally different about getting on stage singing to a people who treat you like God or something, you know. I can understand that nasha of it as well, but it does feel like it is coming from your heart. So this is really good.
Yeah, well, I think, you know, if you're in it for just for the fun of it, well, sometimes it's fun and sometimes it's not.
So where do you plan to go from here? Like, this is it now? This is music is your life,
Let's
your
just
career?
see what happens on Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. Sunday is going
Let's
to...
see if you like the song,
Huh.
and let's see if others like the song.
Yeah.
I really like the song, so the people at Coke Studio like it, and that's why they're airing it on the first episode. But you never know with people.
Of course, anything can...
And I'm not really worried about it.
But I hope that you know that you have a very good platform to be launching from.
Absolutely.
Mother, that is the biggest that you can go here in
Yeah,
Pakistan.
in Pakistan there's nothing bigger than that.
So that's good. Okay, I like the fact that you have your feet well on the ground and it seems like inshallah we'll be seeing more of you.
Absolutely.
So I want to say best of luck. Thank you very much. We heard the other song that we played here, Bachana. This one we are going to obviously be hearing on Sunday as well. So root for him, root for Bilal. He's going to be on 22nd of May, which is a Sunday, Coke Studio first episode, and this one is going to start with it. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, Bilal.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, and great. We are going to be putting up his website as well, his song, everything on our page on Facebook, and then you can listen to him and like him, you know, that like button. And in the meantime, we are taking a very short break. Hello, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the music. Quotation time now for you. And you guys have been sending us a lot of quotes as well. I try to pick up some, but sometimes, you know, we have such a backlog of our own that we like to put up those as well. So here it is. It's by Voltaire. And think for yourselves and let others enjoy the privilege to do so too. Very nice. Very nice. Do it. Do it, yeah. You think for yourself, the others will do it for themselves. It'll be all good. Aman is what I call it. Okay, the good thing about Facebook is that you can get a lot of the words, you know, to introduce to one another from the people's Facebook status. Yeah, they do that a lot. So I picked one word for you from one of the status of one of my friends. And roll drums, please. Cryptic. Cryptic is the word, and cryptic means mysterious in meaning, puzzling, ambiguous, and so on and so forth. And I'll put it in a sentence so you know what I'm talking about. I shall be careful in future not to make my remarks so cryptic. Sometimes they do get cryptic. And another thing, try looking through a Dan Brown novel, and those are always a cryptic read, aren't they? At least, I don't know, I always feel you really have to search and see what is being said, because there are so many meanings in a single sentence. So cryptic is the word for you, and use it. Use it. In the meantime, take care, be safe, seize the day.